Hello Airsoft friends, and welcome to this video today, where today we're going to look through a big box of Airsoft guns. As you know, I run a company called Project Airsoft where I design and make a load of accessories and stuff for Airsoft guns, which the kind of naffy side of it is that I need to spend a lot of money on Airsoft guns in order to, design and make accessories for them. The good side of that is I get to spend lots of money on Airsoft guns, hooray! So today, we have got over £1,000 worth of kit in a big box. That's literally right behind me right there, and we're going to go through it and see what's inside it, because I like to look at Airsoft guns, you like to look at Airsoft guns, so let's just go through this big old box together and see what over £1,000 can get you in Airsoft kit. Now this is purely guns, and I also got some mags in there as well. We're not looking through like carry things and plate carriers and boring stuff like that. This is all just meaty, sick guns. So don't you go anywhere, and subscribe and like the video too. So without further ado, let's just crack straight into this big old box and see what we've got. We're going to start off with one of the smaller ones that we have there, and here is a little hint for you, a little clue for what this could be. Can you recognize the logo? You may recognize the logo now. And inside of this we have got a Glock style magazine. Look at that, starting off strong. But it's not just any type of Glock style magazine. Like if I grab my TM Glock here, you will see it doesn't really go in there. And if I try to shoot it, it doesn't work at all. So this is too small for a G18C, and it's also not going to work in my SSP18. But what will it work in? The answer is it will work in this. It is a KJ Works Glock 27. Now the reason why I've picked this up is because I've had a few people comment on my last SSP18 video comparing it to a KJ Works Glock. Unfortunately, I've not been able to actually acquire the model which they were recommending specifically to compare against the SSP18. However, I have got this one here so far, so I can look at like the general brand on the whole and see if I can find some resemblances there. And I must say, there are a couple of resemblances already, but I'm going to wait until I do a full-on review / look video at the two and compare what I can between them. But you know what? I must say, I actually really quite like the size of this Glock 27. It's smaller than your standard Glock, so if I was to take a magazine from a Glock 18 and put it in there, let's just shoot. What can I shoot? I can use other Glock mags from other Glocks. Look at that. It sticks out the bottom a bit, so it looks like I'm kind of running an extended mag in there. But hey, look at that. That's really cool. Sadly, the compatibility doesn't go both ways. And if I hold the magazines up next to each other, you'll see there is a fair bit different in size. So when I put this magazine into a Glock 18, it just purely doesn't have enough height to get all the way into the top. However, when I put it in the little old mag like that, it works perfectly fine. So that is the first riff out of the way. I'm going to put it back into its plastic bag, so I want to keep it all nice and neat. And I will be doing a full review of this riff as well, so keep an eye out for that. Again, subscribe, like the video, and get your notifications turned on so you can see all of the upcoming videos for all of the riffs we're looking at today. Right, first riff down, next riff to go. And I also have a magazine's extra for this one, so you can try and guess what it is just by the magazine. And name that riff. And if any of you out there said the Double Eagle M89 UMP, you would be correct. There we go, look at that. And this is actually one which I'm quite excited about. The reason being is that I'm going to make a sick drum mag for this riff. I haven't seen any really out there for UMPs, and as far as I'm aware, this one is compatible with a lot of the other kind of like more mainstream UMPs out there. So I've got a couple of extra mags, so we can take this out and we can skirmish it too. And yeah, we're going to design some upgradey bits for it. But I know you just don't want to hear that. You want to see what it actually looks like. And I want to see what this bad boy looks like in real life, because you know what, I'm a CSGO fan, I'm a CSGO player, and if I don't have that much money and we kind of want to do a semi-eco, the UMP is my go-to SMG. I've said this before and I'll say it again, I am very much an M4 kind of, rifleman when I play Airsoft. It's very, it seems odd for me to want to get an SMG because of, I just like M4 mags for some reason. I feel like I'm committed to them. But I will admit that this thing actually looks really, really cool. You can slap it, baby. And also, let's quickly chuck a stick mag in there. That actually does feel pretty sick. It's got the built-in iron sights into the rif as well, although I definitely would run it with a red dot sight on there. The take of the mags out, that is actually really nice and solid. I think making a drum mag for this is going to be pretty easy as well. And I must say, this actually has a really decent weight to it. From what I can see online, this is highly regarded as the best AEG that Double Eagle make. It's got a full metal gearbox inside, and you know, you can actually kind of really feel it from the weight of the rif. It feels solid, and yeah, I'm actually pretty excited about this one. It has the folding stock, so you know, for ease of access or you know, moving it around and things like that, you can lock it in place as well, so it's not going to be going anywhere. And this does make it super compact. Now just imagine this with a drum mag on there as well. That's the kind of stuff that's going to make me drool, because it's just, you know, super sexy. And there's a battery in there already. And I'm curious if I can put a Titan in here. Oh well, we'll see what we can do. But yes, we have got magazines, we have got this UMP, and we are going to be making some rather fancy stuff for this rif. And look at that, they even included some safety goggles for it. There's the battery in there, as we found out. We've got a charger, we've got some BBs, we've got a little screwdriver, and also we've got a sling. Double Eagle, you do not disappoint. So with that one being done, we're now moving on to some of the more fanciful, I would say, items within this big old box. But we also have a couple of things which we need to get out of the way first of all, before we move on to these. Again, they are magazine related, and I have them here in my hands. I have got a box of 120 round magazines for the KWA Mod 2, and I also have a box of 3 80 round mid-cap magazines for the KWA Mod 1. Now, there may be a little bit of a theme going on here, but I'll let you see if you can work out what that is. So the reason why I've got these magazines is, as you know, I already have a Mod 1, which is right there on the wall, and I have a Mod 2, which is up there on the wall. And I have some business plans which would require having a decent amount of magazines for all of these rifts. So yes, now we have got those, I can move forward on making these awesome future plans. So stick around to hear more updates on those in future. Those magazine boxes to the side, I'm going to get out another magazine box now, which may give you a bit of a clue as to what rif we're going to be pulling out next. But can you guess the rif from the magazine? Let's see if you can. Here you go. Here is the mag. It is a stick mag. It has 80 round capacity. And the rif in question is the KWA QRF Mod 3. Now, as many of you have pointed out to me, I make drum mags for the Mod 1, the Mod 2, and the TK45, and you kind of felt that the Mod 3 was missing out on some of that love. So, we have got ourselves a Mod 3, and we're going to be making a drum mag for it. We're going to be checking that our battery extension tube works on it, and we're also going to see what other accessories and kind of upgradey fun bits we can make for this rifle for you. And of course, we did have to get the extra box of magazines as well for those future plans, which we spoke about earlier. Again, more of that to come. Oh, look at that. I must admit, I genuinely am becoming a little bit of a KWA fanboy. Like, these rifles just look so good. And I must say, the aesthetic of these rifles, I am just absolutely in love with. They've got such a nice finish to them. They feel really nice and premium. They look good. They sound good. They're really snappy. They've got a great construction. And yeah, I must admit, I'm just like really in love with the KWA range, and I kind of fear I'm becoming a bit of a KWA fanboy. The stick mags on this rif are just so different as well to anything else that I've ever kind of like looked at and experienced before. Like just like, you know, visually it's just really different. The Mod 2 mags come back like this, just like the TK45. The Mod 1 magazine's kind of like curve forward like that. So like the Mod 3 is just, yeah, it's almost like if you want to have the KWA QRF format, but you want to run it like a Thompson or like a Sten or something like that, then you've got the option to with the Mod 3. Oh man, that is really cool. That is, again, like, I've just had an idea for a video as well. What I should do is swap the upper receivers between all of the KWA rifles and see what is compatible with other ones, if that is the case. Because if the upper receivers are compatible, if you've got like a longer barreled one like T10 or something like that with a 10-inch barrel, and you want to put that upper on a like a Mod 2 lower receiver, then that could actually be quite useful. So yeah, future video, I'm going to do something like that and see if it is compatible. Oh, and if you are curious, I've tested it, and the battery extension tubes on the website do fit on the Mod 3 as well. So any KWA rifle that has this tube here on the back, the Mod 1, the Mod 2, the Mod 3, and the TK45, are battery extension tubes. Mwah, perfect. Also, a nice thing about the Mod 3 is it comes pre-wired to DIN connectors for your battery, which is great for me because I run DINs on everything. And also, because KWA are clever like this, inside inside the little pack of extra bits you get, they actually give you a Dean's connector for your battery. So if you're still running Tamiya connectors, you don't have to worry about going out there and buying either like a load of connectors and soldering on yourself, or buying a new battery with Dean's connectors on there. You can actually just use the pre-included one, put that on your battery, and then you're all good to go. See, it's reasons like that why I really like KWA. They just seem to be really switched on and know what people want. So yeah, thank you, KWA, that's great. This isn't a sponsored video, by the way. This is not a sponsored video, apart from by Project Airsoft. So go check out Project Airsoft. Get some accessories and upgradey bits on there, because after getting all this stuff in here, we could do with it. Yeah, go to Project Airsoft now and get something, yay. And with that rifle out of the way, there is one more left in the box. We do not have a box of magazines because we have already actually acquired a box of magazines some time ago. So I can't give you any clues or anything like that. So put your idea down in the comments below right now what you think the rifle in the box could be. It is following on with the trends of what we've already have, and we have already mentioned it actually in this video once of all. So yeah, put your guess in the comments below and I will get it out. And it is the KWA Ronin TK 45. Now, as you know, we already do make drum mags for the Ronin TK45, so you may be a bit curious as to why we've now gone out and got one. Well, the reason for that is we actually had to borrow TK45s before in the past in order to make the drum mag adapters, and we kind of found it a little bit of a pain having to, you know, source rifles from friends and you know, customers and things like that. It pretty much makes sense for us just to own all of the rifles in which we make all of the parts for, which is why we've gone out and we've now got ourselves a Ronin TK45 too. But that's enough being said on that. Let's just get it out of the box and have a cheeky little look at it. Sheesh. Oh man, see, I genuinely do really love KWA rifles. Like, they're just solid throughout. They look really good. And by the way, as you can see, this is the 10-inch version, not the 6-inch version. On the Mod 1, the Mod 2, and the Mod 3, they're all the 6-inch version, whereas this one, you've got that longer handguard, inner barrel and outer barrel. It's just under 300mm, the barrel on this, which is a lot longer and much more within the kind of like range that I like to run personally when I run my airsoft rifles. And like I mentioned before about swapping the upper receivers, if I can swap this upper receiver and say put it onto the Mod 2 or something like that, I can actually increase the usability of those rifles if you were going to be using them in skirmishes. The only odd thing I've realised about the TK45 is the battery connectors, and that it comes shipped with Tamiya connectors, whereas all of the other rifles come with Deans. The only thing I can really imagine for that is that maybe this is like an older design than the other rifles, and all of these ones were kind of like shipped with Deans because, I don't know, maybe the idea of using Deans has changed a bit more in recent years. But it's nothing to worry about. All that means is that we're going to have a video coming up where I swap the connectors on this from Tamiya to Deans, walk you through the process, and also put a brand new Deans connector on a set of batteries too. So you don't have to worry about that. And if you want to use Deans, I highly recommend it, and it's not that hard to swap them over. But oh man, like, this is really nice. Like, it's definitely a bit heavier, a bit bulkier than the other rifles that we've looked at so far. All the others are kind of more focused at being, you know, like CQB, SMG type things, whereas this is more designed to be, you know, a proper rifle like out in the field. And this has always given me a bit of a Vector vibe to it. I guess it could be called the TK45 for the type of ammo the Vector uses, because I think it uses, what, .45 caliber rounds? It could be incorrect there. If I am, please don't hate on me in the comments. But I think that could be the case. And you know what, anyway, it is a really nice solid grip if you want to run the rifle like that. I think if it was the shorter 6-inch version, it would feel a bit more comfortable. However, I really do like my C grips on there, or also my vert grips like that. So this isn't really getting in the way at all. And you know what? As the aesthetic goes, I think that looks pretty darn sick. So there we go. That is what over £1,000 will get you in terms of airsoft kit. Now, I've got a ton of work to do in terms of getting these sorted out, getting parts sorted out for all these rifles, and also getting all those future plans, like I mentioned, rolling into motion, which hopefully I can get announced at some point in the very near future, which I think you're going to be pretty excited about. But until then, thank you very much for watching this video. Make sure you go and check out Project Airsoft. The link is in the description below. Go buy some stuff. We need to recoup some of the costs of all these kit bits here. So yeah, please do go check out the website. If you want to support the channel in any other way, you can become a channel member. You can join the Patreon, and like I said as well, just check out the website and see if there's any bits on there you'd like to get. Speaking of Patreon, thank you very much to all of my wonderful patrons. You're supporting the channel month on month, and you're enabling me to make videos every single day, Monday to Friday. I want to get the live streams going again on the weekends. I've just not really been able to recently because I've been going out and doing like real world life things on the weekends. So yeah, as soon as that stuff kind of slows down a bit, weekend live streams will be back on. And of course, if you're looking for some airsoft friends to play airsoft with, or just chat airsoft or anything like that airsoft related, check out the StayFreshShoe Airsoft Community Discord. Link is in the description below. Go check that out. Go enjoy it. Go make some airsoft friends. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. Remember to call your hits, and I'll see you in the next one.